The first reading today is from the book of Exodus, and it's the scene with Moses and the burning bush. Now, in the Old Testament, there's this paradoxical situation where there's this desire to see the face of God, and we see this throughout the Psalms and the Old Testament. One of the Psalms says, "Show me your face, O Lord. Let me see your face, and I shall be saved." Things like that. And it's kind of throughout the whole Old Testament. But at the same time, there is this paradoxical terror and fear of the face of God. So much so that the Israelites and the Hebrews and the Jews thought that if they were to see the face of God, they would die. So we also see that throughout the whole Old Testament, where all of a sudden the angel of the Lord appears to somebody, and like Gideon's parents, and they realize they're talking to God, and they went, "Oh man, wait, why aren't we dying? We didn't die. I think we just saw God. How come we didn't die?" So Moses here in this situation demonstrates both of these. It says that he saw the burning bush, and there's something about this. He was attracted to this, and he felt this attraction, and he draws close. But when God speaks to him and he realizes that he's on holy ground, it says he hid his face because he was afraid to look upon the face of God. But it's interesting that he continues in this, doesn't he? Because we know that Moses used to go into the meeting tent and it would see God, quote, face to face. Whatever that means in the Old Testament, it said he saw God face to face. And yet there's other scenes where Moses has to hide behind a rock, and because God says, "You can't see me. I'm too great for you." But what I think is amazing about this is that as Christians, as Catholics, we've realized that those two approaches, this fear of God and this desire for the intimacy with God, both continue for us with Christ. And it's the gift of the fear of the Lord, that we should have that fear of the Lord, who the Lord is, that it should strike to our heart that he is God and we are creatures. And at the same time, we should be desiring that intimacy, and that prayer should be our prayer. "I want to see your face, Lord. I want to see your face, and I shall be saved." So today, as you're listening to that reading and drawing close to Jesus in the Eucharist, I think we want to have both of those things going on. The fear of God, the fear of the Lord, but that great desire held in tension, the paradox of fear and this great intimacy and love for him. God bless.